retweeted it out, so hopefully people are seeing these tweets as well. Basically, it says we've deployed a fix for MetaMask portfolio. Users on the latest version 2.121.0 will be able to transact again and will be updated automatically. If you're not on this version, please refresh your site data. But yeah, so that's not good. I'm personally still waiting. I'm tempted to have like 24 hours to 48 hours off of crypto. Sounds bad, but yeah, people are now realizing there's a massive crypto hack. I'm not so sure it's a massive crypto hack as opposed to a vulnerability whereby if you're engaging with cryptocurrency and not actually checking what you're signing, it is possible that you will connect to something that you don't mean to connect to. It is concerning because if you're not using a hardware wallet and you're interacting with other dapps, could you be affected? I'm actually unsure at this point in time. So I'm still going to be proceeding with extreme caution. I'll see if there's anything else. Again, RH Max just did have a particular stream, which is good. I stopped. I'll continue on for a little bit. Basically, this thread is worth looking at. Definitely 100%. I saw it very early on. I think it took place at a awkward time for people on the other side of the world. So I'm hoping people are going to catch up. It's most likely that it's not going to be in the news cycle just yet, but people are getting there eventually. Yeah, so maybe people are sleeping or not paying attention. This is a war, people. It's a war. You need to be alert 20. No, I'm kidding. But seriously, this is quite concerning. MetaMask has provided an update saying we've deployed a fix for MetaMask portfolio, which is rather quick. It's probably about the fourth hour now we're into this. We're seeing this here, Ledger Library exploit. For average folks, what's going on with the recent alerts? Not to use dapps. The library that used many dapps is maintained when Ledger was compromised and a wallet drainer was added. What do I do as a normal user? Do not activate with any dApp for front ends on websites for now. This is an ongoing situation and it's risky to use dApps currently if you don't understand what backend libraries they are using. How does this drain your money? If you visit the website, you won't automatically get drained of your funds. However, prompts from your browser like MetaMask will display that give your assets to the malicious actors. Yeah, I'm trying to what's it called? Trying to spread this out as far as I can. I'm hoping other people listen to the RH Max stream. A lot of other people are covering this. It is not sort of like every wallet's been hacked and they're just being drained, but it's basically saying that and though even after Ledger corrects the bad code in the library, projects using that and deploying that library will need to update things before it's safe to use dApps that use Ledger 3 web libraries. Disclaimer, this is my own opinion, not the opinion of any employees. Take this advice at your own risk, stay safe. I 100% agree with that, and I would rather people be aware of this than not aware of it. Might turn off Telegram just for a second. But what we are seeing now, we'll have a look if there's any new developments. We did see Fed pause rates as well, so that is good. Again, follow RH Max for some information regarding this. Ledger, also follow official sources like Ledger, and keep in mind that it appears as if it could be more widespread than initially thought. However, I'm not sure of the implications, but it does sound as if you're using any dApp connected to potentially any wallet that uses that particular library, which it sounds like that library was widespread because it was like a code library. And my understanding is if it's an easy, efficient way to use and run code, most likely it was picked up by a lot of people. I guess similar to Windows, how if there's a bug found in Windows, because so many people use Windows, is more likely to have an issue. It's going to be more widespread than Linux, who may not there may not be any exploits because people are mainly writing malicious code for Windows. Maybe again people are all using this particular library, and for that reason, um, lots of dapps are going to be affected, I think. Um, do I have much? I don't have much more to add really than to look out for updates. Please just stay safe out there. Don't touch fucking anything at this point in time. Is what I'm thinking. Um, yeah, be careful of scams, people impersonating Ledger support. Be careful of people messaging you. Be careful of a lot of fuckery that is going on, because it's funny the timing of this as well, because it's around the same time as the Fed announcement. It's also around the same time as various events taking place across the world. So we always have to be on edge, not on edge. We always have to be on our toes, because you never know what's going to come next. Now let's have a look if I can find anything else for you that hasn't already been covered in my previous stream, in IH Max's previous stream. Followed Dust Bomb. He had a pretty damn good tweet. He found the image of what the exploit actually looks like. I'll have a look over here. I just keep this off stream for like obvious reasons. Like if I left the stream running, you won't see what I'm doing, which is lucky because I actually didn't mean to do that. I was just like looking at random stuff. Now let's have a look. What do we call this? It's not really a ledger hack. It's more of an entire DeFi. We got the block. Okay, so the block's picking it up. Sushi is like a front end. Crypto Slate is picking this up. So it's literally breaking. Again, if you haven't seen the previous stream, if you haven't seen the previous links, just be aware that this is a real threat. This is not a drill. And we're seeing multiple updates being pushed through by Ledger and also from now MetaMask themselves. So there must be a concern that there are some issues. Again, I'm not the most tech savvy individual. However, this fucking tab will not connect for some reason. Kind of annoying me. It's actually a shame because I was actually going to use Internet Money's wallet and try and see how that functions. But now I'm basically not going to be touching crypto for a long time. I thought I turned off my fucking Telegram. So I'm curious as to see what will be the end result of all this. Because if you had wallets connected to dapps, I'm not sure if they are now at risk. Because if you haven't actually clicked and authorized anything, maybe that's the main risk. And if you're like I said, blind signing things, then maybe that's going to be the ongoing risk. So definitely do not sign anything at this point in time. Not to be an alarmist, but security issue here in Ledger Connect Kit library affects multiple decentralized applications. A security issue in Ledger software impacted several decentralized applications. So far that we know of, I guess is worth pointing out. The issue stemmed from a compromised software library connected to the wallet provider. It says here a critical Web3 security issue emerged today, reportedly affecting several decentralized applications. The issue was related to a software library from the hardware wallet provider Ledger that dapps relied on. So maybe it was, I'm not, like I said, it sounds like something got out that shouldn't have got out. Or it's weird though, because how was it changed? If they were able to get in and change it, that's curious. Like, is it run every time? I'm not sure. Now, the incident allows malicious code to be injected into numerous dapps on their front ends, posing a risk to users and their assets. Consequently, front ends to multiple dapps could be vulnerable if used. So that's repeat. Maybe you want to just make sure um, not to sign anything, or maybe even just take some time off of using until you get confirmation. You'd rather be safe than sorry. Projects like Kyber and Revoke Cache confirmed on X that they disabled their front ends. Security firm Blockades described it as a supply chain attack on Ledger. Connect Kit, wherein an attacker replaced library software with malicious code to drain assets, and that's interesting. Now, the issue may have emerged due to an alleged compromise of a specific content delivery network (CDN) that hosted the said software library, according to Sushi Chief's technology officer Matthew Lee. That's fucking kind of concerning, knowing that that's being breached, and then anyone can just change whatever the fuck they want. Ledger HQ Connect Kit loads JavaScript from CDN. The CDN account has been compromised, which inject malicious JavaScript into. God damn. Likely he added that any dApp which makes use of Ledger HQ Connect Kit was vulnerable. So if they don't, just widespread. Blockade estimates 150 has been lost in the first couple of hours of the incident. Later, the settlement value of funds rose over $500,000. See, this is kind of concerning. A software patch has been finalized and update and may need be adopted by dApps before considered conditions are safe. We have identified and removed malicious versions of Ledger Connect Kit. A genuine version is being pushed to replace the malicious file now. Ledger said in a statement. Meanwhile, Lily and others warned us to avoid interacting with any dApps until further notice. So I repeat, avoid interacting with any dApps until further notice. You want to make sure the cleanup crew makes an extremely thorough job of this fucking nightmare that they've allowed to take place. However, it does not give me much. I'm not getting much confidence to go out and use dApps currently at this point in time, even if told it is safe. Because what if some other dApps that are using this discover there's an issue? Again, I'm not the most technical person, so if that made sense to you, thank you. But we'll go on to read this one. Ledger exploit endangers DeFi. Sushi says, do not interact with any dApps. Any dApps. So not just like one dApp. This is like any dApps here. So not just hex.com, because is it a dApp? I don't know. The exploit reportedly prompts users to connect their wallets via pop-up, triggering a token drainer. Now, I don't even want to go there. Token drainers are not good. Sushi's chief technology officer warned of an industry-wide exploit related to Ledger's Connect Kit. I think we've covered this already. Do not connect to any dApps until further notice. And not only that, even though there is updates from Ledger themselves, I'm getting the message basically still saying do not connect to any dApps until there's further notice. It says Ledger pushing update to fix compromised library as user want to hold off connecting to dApps. So again, like I said, it's not like wallets just being drained, but just on-chain sleuth said the compromised library was replaced with a wallet drainer due to CDN breach. Okay, interesting. Now it says we identified and removed malicious version of Ledger Connect Kit. Genuine version being pushed into replace malicious file for now. As to how the malicious version was injected, I hope they figure out how to stop that from being the case. Do not interact with any dApps for the moment. We will keep you informed as the situation evolves. Now, can you imagine if this was, for instance, a central bank digital currency that just got hacked? That would be kind of humorous. Anyway, that's a different topic. Now, Ledger Library confirmed compromised and replaced with a drainer. Wait out interacting with any decentralized applications till things become clearer. Attacks infiltrate a shit ton. The attackers infiltrate a shit ton of libraries, by compromising just the Connect kit. Last known version from the oh my god, so everyone just pulls from the same one. Like I said, the 3 releases up to 1.1.7 were posted today. All should be considered compromised. We've identified a critical issue in the ledger connection has been compromised, potentially allowing injection of malicious code affecting various dapps. Sushi wrote, "This is an ongoing situation and it's risky to use dapps currently if you don't understand what backend libraries they use." Okay. So there we have it. We'll check if there's been any updates for Ledger, but I don't think it's gonna be fixed quickly. I honestly don't. We have a full breakdown. If there's not any updates, I'll close it out here and just basically I'll say please just be extremely safe and cautious right now. And if you don't want to listen to me and you are signing things, make sure you're signing the right thing. We got a tweet from Brett. A lot of talk about Trezor, PulseX, and PulseChain bridge, build, and package these libraries within the app. They do not use the fallback URL, which is in the code. I verified this using. This is the case using Trezor packet captures and the network tab. Okay, so I can't comment on that. I don't understand. Okay, so it says here, do not use crypto today. It's good that we're getting some of the influencers on this. Let's have a look. Now, exploit that could lead to users drained. Again, referring to the revoke website, use use safe web practices. Have a wallet you only send and receive from wallets. Other wallets you connect to dapps. Keep most of your assets locked. Again, I like dollar cross crypto's analogy. Basically, you use a burner address and hardware wallet, I guess, to engage with other things. In case so if that does get compromised, you don't actually lose your entire hex stakes or your post chain or your validators and things like that. Yeah, so there's again with Twitter, the issue with Twitter is you may come across information that is on the fly because I may know something that someone else doesn't know and vice versa. And if people start running with their own story, it can get lost in translation. So that's why it's always good to do as much research as possible. Like I tend to do. Maybe follow RH Maximalist. He has some good content out there on this. My initial stream was as it was breaking. I tried to reach out as many people as possible within Hexaco. I'll still make this stream for awareness. I'll just check this one is actually live. So if you're tuning in and if you haven't heard, there is an issue with dapps, and initially it is thought to be isolated to Ledger only. However, there could be some other issues to wait for further confirmation before you can proceed with absolute clarity what is actually going on. Let's have a look. Basically, update all your wallets, update everything once you get further confirmation. Hopefully, Ledger can keep their shit more secure. It's good to see that there's been no movement on Hex's smart contract. Now, let's have a look at the price. Now, this shall be interesting. I will refer to CoinMarketCap for some nostalgia. Because if people aren't using decentralized finance and people aren't using centralized exchanges, maybe the only activity that's going to be taking place is mining. I'm not so sure. This is going to be interesting. We could also potentially look at the price of gas on Ethereum if we know, pulse chain is relatively low. It is a shame this is taking place because the pulse chain fees were reduced to zero. I think even the guys on Coast also had reduced their fees. However, I'm yet to be able to get Coast to work for myself, and I'm based in Australia, so that is unfortunate. Gwei is looking pretty expensive for a swap, if you ask me. For like a basic swap, it's $31. Even with this ongoing issue where people may not be comfortable using dapps because there may be malicious code, and if you haven't got a second authentication in place via your hardware wallet, and or if you're signing a malicious pop-up window that mimics what should be an original code, you would be at risk. Hence, it's cautious at this point in time to not go clicking on things we don't fully understand. Now, it's going to be interesting to see how the price responds, because initially there could be a sell-off. However, with the inability to, yeah, I just hope people are aware of this. Maybe if they don't speak English as well, they don't know. Maybe they're going to get wrecked. I'm not sure, which is unfortunate. We shall see if there's anything else. If not, I will close this out. But the fact that MetaMask has issued is there anything else? Yeah, if you're not aware, please be careful out there. Um, Now, I want to say this is okay, but like I said, I need verification. A lot more verification than, like, say, a tweet, because all it takes is for someone to inject some information which is not 100% accurate and that could put people at risk, which is not, I don't believe, intentional, but it could potentially happen. Um, that's good. Try connecting my wallet to both bridge and they didn't see this window. Um, I'm hoping that's the only way that they're attacking is via this particular route, but I'm not so much concerned because I guess they need to have the code and injector, and then that's how this is appearing to mimic it. But moving forward in the future, what if they get more sophisticated and it starts mimicking it? Even like, what if you this? What if you only enable this one? You can't see it as a pop up, and it legitimately replaces the initial code. That would be kind of concerning. So, okay, so there's a bit of confusion in the community as to what's going on. Um, okay, I like the sound of that. Um, I still err on the side of caution. Do not use any DApp. Even if you are told everything's okay, maybe double, triple check your source. Or we laugh at some memes. Um, here we go. Here is a list of dApps that may be affected by the ledger hack. Do not interact with all DeFi. Do not interact at all with DeFi today. No app is safe regardless of whether you use a ledger. What about Tanto Nomi? None of the Maximus dApps use the ledger key connect. Everything is done directly through Window, Ethereum, and is the JavaScript. Another way that our products produce music. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's good. Again, good to see innovation. You don't always need to be fiddling around with your coins. You should go months, years at a time without accessing your keys. Do yeah. It would just suck if people who were newer to the crypto space then get subject to this and they think they're doing everything safe and then they still get wrecked. I hope that's not the case. But please just Just be careful, people. Trending in the United States is Ledger trending with that, so it's not just me noticing this. However, there we go. Let's have a look at this. A quick video. We shall play this through. Processing. It's breaking news. Literally. Um, Now, so whilst other people are doing that, okay, we've had an update. As of 2 minutes ago. Uh, I'll refresh this all and quote it to crypto. Um, First and foremost, the hexagons because we care the most about them. But also to crypto. Now, if let's have a look. So final timeline update to customers. This is from the official ledger source 4:49 CET. So that would be 2 minutes, 3 minutes ago, my time. What we're seeing here is Ledger Connect. Again, I'm coming to unofficial manner in regards to anything I cover here. Every opinion is my own, and everything you do is your own choice. So be careful out there in DeFi. That's what I say. It doesn't mean you have to do anything or listen to anything I say. Now, Ledger Connect Kit Genuine 1.1.8 is being propagated right now automatically. We recommend waiting 24 hours until using the Ledger Kit Connect Kit again. So I'm guessing this is for developers and builders in the any community. Again, this may not be relevant if you're have a greater knowledge than I. Again, we saw some people pointing out that the Maxis and Decis unaffected. MetaMask says they have an update. People are saying basically do not use dapps at all, which I agree with, and even Ledger saying wait at least 24 hours until this update kit if you're using that. The investigation continues. Here is the timeline of what we know about the exploit at this moment. This morning, CET, a former Ledger employee, fell victim to okay, so this is breaking news. This morning, CET, a former Ledger employee, fell victim to a phishing attack that gained access to their NPM.js account. The attacker published a malicious version of the Ledger Connect kit affecting version 1.1, 1.1.5, 1.1.6, and 1.1.7. The malicious code used a rogue wallet Connect project to reroute funds to a hacker wallet. It's going to be interesting how they're going to move those funds now and where they're going to move them. Now, Ledger's technology and security teams were alerted and a fix was deployed within 40 minutes of Ledger becoming aware. The malicious file was live for around 5 hours. However, we believe the window where funds were drained was limited to a period of less than 2 hours. So that's good to know. But now it's just the paranoia and the uncertainty that's lingering like a bad smell. Ledger coordinated with at Wallet Connect, who quickly I whistle when I say quickly, that's weird, who quickly disable the rogue project. The genuine and Ledger Connect Kit version 1.1.8 is now propagating and safe to use. I still can't get over a whistle. For builders who are developing and interacting with the Ledger Connect Kit code, Connect forward slash dash kit development team on the npm project are now read only and can't directly push the npm package for safety reasons. To me, that sounds like it's anyway. We have internally rotated the secrets to publish on Ledger's GitHub, so whoever had access in theory should no longer have access. Read only, so it can't be edited. However, how it was edited the first time, I'm curious, and can't directly push the npm package, so people have to request it maybe, which is good because maybe they verify it before they install. Some weird noise. Now we have internally rotated the secrets. Yep. Okay. Developers, please check again that you're using the latest version. Okay. So please, developers, make sure you're using the latest version. If anyone's out there watching this, pass this on. Ledger, along with Wallet Connect and our partners, have reported the bad actor's wallet address. The address is now visible in chain analysis. Tether has frozen. Low. Get him. Chain analysis, tether underscore TO has frozen the bad actors USDT, so suck shit. Now we remind you to always clear sign with your ledger. What you see on ledger screen is actually what you sign, so if you're sending, this is my interpretation. So if you're sending funds to another wallet address before you click sign, when you read through the screen on, say, if you're using a ledger, you want to make sure that the address, the end address, is the same, because if you clicked a drain, this in this case, I don't know if you call it a phishing attempt, or the pop-up that appeared, and if the pop-up that appeared, you clicked and you then went to go on to sign it, and it wasn't the address to the funds where you were sending, it wasn't the address that you wanted it to be, it was to this other address who's been frozen, then you like literally sent your coins elsewhere. Now that is my understanding how this works. Again, there could be other things I'm not aware of because I'm not a security expert, but that's what seems to have taken place, and people using that particular code, if they're still using that code, it still leaves the attack vector open. So please, if you're a developer out there, update your shit. It appears automatically as not pushing the package out, so if you're doing it, you have to manually potentially update it. It appears as if it's on read only, so it can't be edited, and you hope that there's no other new way they figured out how to edit it. And you hope there's no one in your system that's copied the bad code. I guess it's read only. Anyway, so now, actively, yeah. So we remind you always to clear sign with your ledger. What you see on ledger screen is what you actually sign. If you still need to blind sign, use an additional ledger, mint wallet, or pass your transaction manually. If you still need to blind sign, use an additional ledger, mint wallet, or pass your transaction manually. Okay. We are actively talking with customers whose funds might have been affected and working proactively to help those individuals at this time. We are filing a complaint and working with law enforcement on the investigation to find the attacker. So this is good. I just hope it's not some foreign actor, because that's pretty messed up if that's the case. We're studying the exploit in order to avoid further attacks. Thank you. We believe the attacker's address where the funds were drained is here. Okay. We believe the attacker's address where the funds were drained is here. Thank you at Wallet Connect, at Tether.io, chain analysts, and Zach XBT, and the whole community that helped us continue us identify and solve this attack. Security will always prevail with the help of the whole ecosystem. Now, I agree. I'll give these guys a follow, because I think the more, like, the best disinfectant is light. However, this should never have taken place in the first place. However, how long have they been planning this? Whoever they are, please, hopefully they get caught. Now, we have here final timeline update. So this is the same thing here that we just covered, literally live on stream. What else? Hopefully that video is up in regards to this one. Pretty sure it's still rendering. Oh, that was weird. Dude, what the hell? I must have clicked on that. Lol. All right. Scroll down my help. Yes, there's nothing really mentioned from Uniswap. Flying to Ivan on deck. It's good. Game. That's worth watching. This one here, I wanted to see this. I'll replay this live stream. Okay, cool. So that's just the stream previously. That's worth a watch if you haven't already. And yeah, few other people are covering this, so same information. So the more eyes on this, the better. Let's have a look at this here. No app is safe. What do we got? Okay, so here's a list of the affected protocols on Ledger. Here's a list of affected parties. Mogami revoke liquidity. Are you fucking serious? I can hardly read this shit. So cow swap, Aztec Protocol, Block Native, Cal Protocol, Canva XYZ, Ubiquity, Life Finance, some other ones. Whole lot of shit I've never heard of. Lido Finance. It's a break. Fuck. Scaffold Scope, Bread Chain, Unstoppable Domains, Indra, Coinverse, a whole lot of weird shit. Yield Protocol. Like, to me, this is weird. If this is your project, I'm not shitting on it. I just haven't heard of you. Ledger, HQ, emo. That's a whole lot of obscure shit to me, which unfortunately was affected. And I'm hoping this is the ultimate list, but it could be the list so far. Yeah. So just yeah, be careful what you're signing, what you're connecting to. Again, I would stay off of as mentioned by Ledger themselves from the next 24 hours until all this stuff's updated. Um, and yeah, if you're using two-factor authentication on your like air gapped device, make sure you actually use your eyes and check visually that you're sending the crypto to the right location that you want it to go, because at times it appears it is possible that people can socially engineer you to click on things you don't mean to click on, which is unfortunate. But I did read about this, but I haven't actually seen it in real life. But apparently, it is quite very possible. Um, so I won't play that through again. I will do a quick check on gas stream here. 42 Gwei. Still expensive considering people shouldn't be using it's going up. Now I'm curious to see what. Hopefully it stopped though, and hopefully no centralized exchanges get hit by this. Um, okay, we've seen an absolute grinding halt. I've never seen this. I haven't seen 0 and 0 before. That's interesting. Um, same. No updates. No updates. It'll be interesting to see what happens with the coin movement today. Again, the Fed pause rates, and yeah. Um, did I have some notes on that? I think I did. Yeah, I won't bore you guys with economics. You're much more interested in being bored with this breaking news about goddamn hackers. Now, what else can we find? I'll have a look if there's anything else. I guess you call it the ledger hack now, don't we? Okay, so it's proliferating the news articles. And if that's about it, I'll wrap this one up. Supply chain attack targeting ledger crypto wallets leave users hacked. As we've read before, there was limited amount. There was a certain time in which most likely the draining did take place, and now updates have been put into place, but warnings about 24 hours minimum. Maybe don't use any dapps for the next 24 hours minimum, and update all your shit, especially your MetaMask. Wait for further updates from Ledger themselves. I guess that's what happens when you are dealing with, security. You are the target of security risks, which is unfortunate. Now, Ledger, a company that makes widely used popular crypto hardware and software wallet, among other products, announced an X previously that someone pushed out malicious version of its Ledger Connect Kit, a library that decentralizes apps, dapps made by other companies and projects to connect to the Ledger wallet service. A genuine version is being pushed to replace the malicious file now. Do not interact with any dapps for the moment. We will keep you informed as the situation evolves. Ledger wrote, soon after Ledger posted an update saying the hackers had replaced genuine version of its software some 6 hours earlier, and that the company was investigating the incident and would provide a comprehensive report as soon as it's ready. I hope they do. The Ledger spokesperson Philip did not provide any comments beyond what the company posted on its official X account. Company says it has sold 6 million units of its hardware wallet. Ledger Live software equivalent is used by 1.5 million. The Ledger hardware wallet is not believed. The Ledger hardware wallet is not to believe. Is not believed to be affected by the hack, which is what I suspected. Now, Tollberry, the co-founder of crypto wallet Zengo, told TechCrunch that the hackers essentially pushed out a malicious version of the software that was designed to trick users into connecting their wallets and assets to the malicious version of the software. So if we go back to that screenshot with that dust I found for the dust bomb, it may not be here, but basically the fraudulent pop-up, if you clicked on that, then you were susceptible. And you probably still are susceptible if you're using it. If you connected to a DApp that hasn't, had an update of any sort, make sure you update your MetaMask. So there's going to be like a few ticks you're going to have to proceed. You're going to have to do before proceeding. You have to wait for updates to be available. Once the updates are available, then you have to update. Then you have to make sure that the DApps you're interacting with are actually like decently built and they know this is going on, because this is very new. Not so new now, it's a few hours old, but the teams are getting them, as we read before previously, and I would laugh. I hope they get caught. Now, pushed out malicious version of software designed to trick users into connecting their wallets to assets to the malicious version of the software, which is concerning. That would allow hackers to drain the crypto inside the wallets. So as long as users accepted as long as the users accepted the push to connect their wallets to the malicious ledger version. So if they didn't clear sign, it's not immediately clear how many people fell victim to the hack. Zach XBT, a well-known independent crypto researcher, wrote on X that one victim had more than 600,000 in crypto drained from their account. That's harsh. Several blockchain security researchers, as well as people who work in the Web3 industry, warned users on the social media of the supply chain hack against Ledger. Matthew Lilly, the chief technology of cryptocurrency trading platform Sushi, okay, that's where it's coming from as well, was one of the first ones to detect the attack and share the news. Do not interact with any dApps until further notice. It appears that commonly used Web3 has been compromised. I remember I saw that. Ledger, you might want to look at this. I hope that they knew before he told them. I would recommend never interacting with a decentralized app ever again. And what I would recommend, someone commented, that's didn't laugh, but okay, so it says here, I would recommend never interacting with a decentralized app ever again, and honestly just move on with life. Said Joseph DeLong, CTO of NFT lending platform Astra, yeah, XYZ, joked on X, referring to the fact that Ledger uses the notoriously insecure programming language Java. Okay, I didn't know that. News to me. Wait, is he like, joked on X? Okay, oh, okay. That's all right. I was like, hang on, what? Enterprise Java. No. Okay. What else? Meanwhile, someone's moving 990 million worth of TUSD burned. $20 million USD. Unknown. Okay. That's about it. So unless I see anything really interesting, I'll leave it here, and I'll make sure I don't leave the stream running. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Now, you may not care about this, but it was a stream. Well, there was a tweet the other day pointing out that are you serious? Congress voted to pass the NDAA, in which they deceitfully concealed as an extension of the War on the Spying Program, Section 702, University opposed by the public. Last year, the FBI exploited 702 to expire American protesters, donors, and even Congress more than 200,000 times. And this is the so while crypto is being hacked, your freedoms are being taken, and it's unfortunate. And at least rates didn't go up again, so that's one positive thing, you know. All right, so I don't know. Uh, okay, so I guess you know at least you know people aren't getting wrecked. Now what do we got? Approved for phishing scams on the rise. Yeah, so this is like reminding me of the shit I was encountering with Tron and their network. You get a weird token appear in your wallet. You go to claim it, you sign it, and then you get drained. So yeah, be careful out there. Um, I guess so until it happens to them, which I hope it doesn't. Synergy, that's the one. I meant to mention that. Post it to them. Now, honeypot though. Friendly warning. By the way, look. By the way, currently PulseX devs don't need to take any action. This is not their fault. It's a vulnerability due to an external code running within the wallet connect this. So that's where the issue was we read before. There's not too much they can do. This allows the community to take precautions, not create an impression that PulseX is not secure. So yeah, I think that's a good takeaway. Um, it's almost like the upstream effect affected the downstream, and in some cases, many dapps were downstream, and even further downstream from them is you, the end user. So you, the end user, needs to be careful, extremely careful. And have you heard the saying that like mushrooms might be like aliens? Because if you're a spore, how else would you travel through time and space? And looking at this stuff, kind of makes me wonder. Now, anyway, I think that's about it. I hope their shit's all safe. Okay, cool. Issue fixed. Um, I would also just double check from you know Ledger themselves, just in case, you know, like if things get it wrong on Twitter, you don't know. Always add a side of caution. Right, that's about it. So hopefully this will be the last stream for me for the day. I didn't plan on doing this stream, but I did notice this some serious fuckery going on in the cryptocurrency space, which could affect, um, you know, literally your bags in crypto. So kind of important. I'm glad many people are pointing this out. However, um, yeah, for the majority, it seems as it's almost to be a social engineering. You know, dude, how is that even? That's just fucked. All right, cool. All right, I'm gonna sign out on this one. Um, yeah, so just stay safe out there and just Twitter, man. Be careful about Twitter because you don't know what if someone's gonna inject malicious coding. If someone's gonna inject malicious words into someone's post by mistake, you know. And it is a shame that that bill got passed. Yeah, issues would have been resolved for the 1.18 as they mentioned. I think 5, 6, and 7 were vulnerable. It was automatically pushed out. It was not read only. Nothing you can fix. Almost all Web3 apps, as we're talking about, important package, well, it connects directly for third-party CDN independent of the app's build. Additionally, the issue is on related to devices like, it's not actually. It's weird, and people are saying it's Ledger. It's Ledger's fucking for. No, they got the code from Ledger. I'm pretty sure that's like the what happened by the sounds of it, and then they altered it, injected it, knowing that it fucking is widely distributed among here. Hence the attack vector. Um, it operates like a Trojan in Web2 terms, excluding the Web3 model on the UI through JavaScript, and then it appears. The pop-up fucking appears. No need for any updates or patches right now. Everything is in order. It's just the nature of the issue is slightly different from what you might have. I don't have any understanding about coding, but that makes sense to me. Um, Now I'll still say to just don't connect to anything. Just be careful because yeah, everyone's situation is different. Um, let's see, the wording on this one can be uh, well-meaning. However, there's probably more to it because Drainer has it. It's not actually Ledger. It's anyway. I think we've gone over that. But yeah, see, this is what can happen. Like Chinese whispers can take place, and let's have a look. If there's not anything else, just be careful. Maybe don't connect to things for about 24 hours or so. Here we go. As we read before, we'll read this and then we'll end it. Hopefully, nothing else happens in the meantime. There just says attack conducted phishing attack on former employee. Okay, so the Ledger attack was able to upload the malicious code to connect key after phishing a former Ledger employee. Interesting. Today's attack on crypto hardware firm Ledger was traced to an ex-employee who fell victim to a phishing attack that gained access to their NPMUS account. Ah, okay, so maybe they no longer worked there and there was an account that was that's interesting. In an email to Blockworks. Now, the code was then published to Connect Kit. A fix, according to Ledger, was deployed roughly 40 minutes after they alerted, but not before the malicious code was active for 5 hours. Okay, so it was up for 5 hours. God damn. The address, as no one picked it up, the address was connected to a malicious code found in Ledger's Connect Kit software libraries early Thursday. Connect Kit connects blockchain apps with Ledger devices. So I'm guessing Trezor wouldn't have been affected because the pop up wouldn't have appeared, but it might have appeared because no, I don't know actually. Would it have appeared if you had a Trezor? I'm not so sure. If the DApp was infected with the malicious code, could it not have appeared? I'm not sure. But yeah, it says here, Connect Keep genuine version 1.18 is being propagated now, automatically recommend ready for blah, blah, blah. We've covered that. Well, it was able to disable the rogue project. Oh, that's good. So breaking news, Connect was able to disable the rogue project. The fucking rogue project. Bastards. Now, Chain Analysis posted the address and Tether CEO team said they froze a Ledger exploited address, which is good. Good. We'll give these guys a follow. I think that's the actual site. It's a screen dump. Now, the article then goes on to say Ledger told Blockworks that it's working with customer impacted by it. Yeah, we read that before. Attack led also SuShort provoke cache, taking their front end webs offline as a good measure, I would say. As Blockwork previously reported, provoke cache was impacted by the attack, which is bad because new people would potentially be following some videos and or tweets and saying this is how you revoke your cache, and then you fucking click on it, and then the malicious code appears, and then you click on it, and then you're wrecked. I'm surprised it hasn't been done before. Now, Sushi Swap warned users to avoid interacting with the sushi page ledger following the warnings across social media previously updated. It was able to replace the malicious file with a genuine one, which is good. And in the meantime, we like to remind the community always clear sign your transactions. So like use your eyeballs and read where you're sending your crypto to, because if you authorize that send, you sign that send, it's gone. If you don't, which sometimes I can be guilty of, if I had a ledger, I would reckon I would just go through and just click through, um, and you know you could see that taking place. He's like, oh yeah, whatever, sign, done, boom, and then direct. So in the meantime, we like to remind the community to always clear sign your transactions. Remember that addresses and the information presented on your ledger screen is the only genuine information. Ledger continued. So if you sounds like if you even if you clicked on the malicious JavaScript that was impersonating the original well, replace the original JavaScript. If you clicked on that, it sounds like then you were led to confirm it on a device. And then if you did that on a device, it would have said an address to which the address was inserted maliciously. And that's the address that got frozen. Hopefully they catch the person who did this if this wasn't a, you know, like, yeah, if it wasn't some sort of white hat event. Now, the hardware firm added that users should stop the transaction immediately if there's a difference between the ledger device screen and the screen on the computer or phone. Oh, okay. So, if so, does that mean the JavaScript pop up was actually looking authentic, which is cheeky because that means they would have copied the address where it was going. And then if you check on the physical device, that address was different. I'm thinking that's what they're saying here, but I don't know, I haven't seen it. But that's what I'm envisioning. So that's pretty cheeky because then it's like, oh, that's legit. I'm sending it to, like, say you're sending it between your own accounts and you do it via a device, then it would look legitimate. And if you're blindsiding, like, hey, confirm, done, but you didn't actually see on the actual device, it shows you that the address you're sending to is different. Okay. So again, it's sounds more like a sounds almost like a social engineering attack. You know, it's like because people are so lazy, they don't bother checking anymore because the device is safe. It's like, but you're not using the device in the same way, in the right way. So hopefully people learn out of this clear signing, because I know I did. I know there's definitions for that. So in closing, uh, oh, maybe I'll just reply. Because I know the hexagons mean well. Former employee, such a poor security. Hardware wallet. Yeah, it's interesting. It's from this article here. But if you are using the tech correctly, then yeah, it seems like it's in a way the tech would have saved you, but in a way it was the weak point, if that makes sense, you know. Interesting. Okay, cool. So people are waking up, which is good. Um, a lot of talk about ledge today. Pulse X and Bridge have been confirmed not to load the malicious code. People asking that request. Sounds like they verify manually, but or code it in a different way as to not automatically receive it. Possibly, I have verified. It's not relevant at all. Oh yeah, see, and it's because it's evolving. It's very hard to keep a straight train of thought because you know, again, especially on Twitter, it can get convoluted rather easily. So you just hope there's a lot of good actors in the in the X space. Um, Good as long as as long as someone didn't. Anyway, that's good. I just say that's good. Okay, cool. All right, so I think I'll leave it there because a lot of stuff is just Twitter based now. It may be different from different versions of research, so I'll leave it there. Thank you for tuning in. Um, what's happening, guys? I don't know. Sorry, I don't know how long you guys have been there. Basically, just a follow-on um, sort of coverage, and it seems like to break it down, it seems like it's not the end of the world and everything just wasn't drained if you ever touched the dap. It seems as if the attacker figured out how to socially engineer people to, like an article I read, that if you saw a pop-up that they mimicked the pop-up, and if you then agreed to that and you then verified that on your ledger without checking the address, you then literally sent your money to somewhere else, hence the term drainer. um Not so clear if that pop-up would work if you were using Trezor. Doesn't sound like it would. However, knowing that exploit is there, um I'm pretty sure Trezor would be guarding closely the fucking code that was lost or leaked or fucking hacked because of a former employee or a weak point or attack vector or whatever the fuck happened. Um, yeah, it's a shit show. Luckily, you know, everyone gets together and shares this information thanks to X, and we can hopefully stop things before it catches a light. So I will sign out here, and yeah, one more refresh. I need to go to work now or sleep, one of the two. I wouldn't. I fucking wouldn't. Um. So where's that tweet? I can't. I can't reply. I don't know. I don't want to be spreading like unnecessary FUD if things are all fine, as long as you're not finding that pop up, which it sounds like they disabled it, like the ability for it to run. But there could be some fucking lingering shit. They said wait 24 hours. That would be pretty cool. Oh, actually, okay, yeah, the asking ledger. Okay. More information. Yeah. Oh shit. About time. Fucking hell. Um. Now. Interesting. Okay. Vulnerability. All right, I think we can wind this stream down. Yep. They just cancelled all dips. Yeah. Anyway. All right. All right. That's about it, guys. It just I'm gonna like Seriously, I want to be about 24 hours minimum. Um, it's good to know. So 24 hours minimum off of, even though it's all safe, I'm just not gonna touch crypto for paranoia reasons. And on that note, signing out. This time I'll actually sign out. I won't leave the stream hanging.